I'm about to teach you the essence of flow so that you don't have to feel pain anymore while you're being productive. And it's so simple. It's actually so simple that it's difficult. If you want success, all you have to do is let go. This goes against everything we've ever been told, everything we've ever heard, everything we know about productivity. But I find that it's the truth. In fact, the more you try, the less you get in return, is really what I've seen. And we have a word for this. It's called being a tryhard. And one of the staples of being a tryhard is there's a lot of complexity and there's a lot of, let me try this, let me do this, let me do tinkers, da 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 da. But real productivity is minimalism. It's doing the one thing out of the 100 things that actually matters. Something to note about flow states. So flow is the most productive state that you're in. It's basically a steady drip feed of dopamine that is helping you complete the tasks, and you feel fulfilled. You feel like the wind is at your back, kind of like you're soaring. It's the best feeling ever, genuinely. The thing about flow states is you have to be calm in order to have a flow state. You have to be chill. You have to be zenned out. And being calm does not come from you being stressed out, worrying, and trying harder. So if you actually want to be more productive, you need to stress less. You need to turn that frown upside down. Okay? I find that I am the most productive when I am happy. There is no surprise there. I find that people with ADHD in general are more productive when they're happy. So we need to dismantle everything that's getting in the way of you being happy. Now, the main thing that's getting in the way of you being happy while at work is task trauma. There could be other things. It could be distractions. It could be poor organization. It could be many different things, but genuinely, most of the time, it's shame, which comes from task trauma. You have shame residue, so you don't want to start working. You don't want to even try to tackle that thing because you're gonna feel bad, because you have a subconscious fear that I'm going to feel bad once I do this and I fail. So it's essentially a fear of failure. It's a fear of wasting your time and your energy on something that you don't really have faith is going to work. People with ADHD are no stranger to this. We all have it. We all go through it. But the reality is we keep trying because we want more out of life. We want a happier life. We see so much potential in the things that we're working with and on, and we just want to be able to do what everybody else does, probably and then some. We tend to be very passionate people, which is one of our better traits. But this passion will cause us to overlook just how simple things really are. So I'm going to peel this off, this layer for you. The fact is, you want things, and that's why you do them. That's it. You do things because you want to do them. Oh my gosh, mind blowing, right? No, but seriously, you need to think about that. You do things because you want to do them, and you don't do things that you don't want to do. Discipline isn't really real. Discipline is when one part of you doesn't want to do something, but another part of you wants to do it. And so the part of you that wants to do it beats the part of you that doesn't want to do it because you actually want to do it more than you don't want to do it. And what flow is when literally every single part of you wants to do it. And so you just do it. And then you enjoy it. And then there's a positive feedback loop that puts you into flow, into a flow state. And so let me be clear, you can do whatever the hell you want. In fact, you don't realize it, but you already are. Even if you are a disciplined person, even if you are thinking of, not doing this, or you will do this and you won't do this, it's like, even doing that, even making those decisions is you doing what you want. Whether you know it or not, you already do whatever you want. And so the entire problem of your productivity is that you have a system that is sensitive to interest because you have ADHD. The way the dopamine in your brain works is entirely different from a normal person. You're more sensitive to it, which is actually kind of a superpower. if you actually want to be doing the thing. If you want to be doing something, nobody can frickin' stop you. And you know that. Whether it's good or bad, if you want to do it, you're going to do it. You're not going to stop. That's the reality. And so if you actually want to transform, if you actually want to change your productivity, if you actually want to become more productive in the highest version of yourself, it is not about trying and trying and trying. It's about removing the part of you that doesn't want to do it. But here's the catch. You don't even need to do that. Because guess what? You already have a part of you that does want to do it. And so all you have to do is convince the part of you that doesn't want to do it that you actually do want to do it badly enough for it to step out of the way. Oh my gosh, what do I want to do? What's going on? How do I do it? How do I? It's very simple. You just surrender to what you want to do. You just have to ask yourself, what do I really want? And if you want to be productive, gosh darn it, you're going to watch all of my videos and you're going to learn how to, no, I'm just kidding. But hey, maybe you might subscribe and leave a like at least. Up to you whether I deserve that or not. But this is a reality. You want to do these things. You want to be productive. You want to do these things. The thing that's stopping you is fear and shame. And actually, where that's coming from is your ego. What? Yes. These right here are like the frickin' productivity 4 horsemen. Perfectionism, always wanting to be and do things as perfect as possible, and you have a million ideas and they all got to get done, and if it doesn't get done your way, it's not going to work. Shame is like, oh my gosh, I failed at this before, I've tried it already, it didn't work, it blew up in my face, I didn't get it done, I disappointed everyone. Fear is basically the same as shame. A lot of times it's I'm not going to be able to do it, or I'm going to take this on and it's going to be overwhelming, it's going to be too much, I can't stand it, I'm going to spiral. And resistance, which is the internal force that you feel when you go to do something that you want to do, but it almost feels like something's stopping you and you don't really know like what that is. That's resistance. All of these things that stop you from being productive, they stem from your ego. They all stem from your perception of yourself as a good person, as somebody that you are trying to respect. It's very ironic and sneaky, but this is pride. When you try to pretend that you are somebody that you respect so that you don't have to feel the pain of being somebody that you really don't respect. And all of these things, that I said right here, they destroy your self-image. That is the problem. They threaten this self-image of who you are currently. Resistance is the big one, because what resistance really is it's this current ego refusing to die. Resistance comes up when you do the thing that you know you should be doing. And the reason it comes up is because you know that you should be doing it. If you do it, you as a person are going to change. You're going to transform. This current version of you is going to pass away. These other ones are you trying to protect this ego. All of it's you trying to protect your ego. And the only fix for this is just accepting who you are. And I'm going to tell you exactly who you are. You are not a good person. The fact of the matter is you suck at being productive. Some of you work a lot, but that's not the same as being productive. Some of you are busy. That's not the same as actually being productive. Some of you know that just the other day you had a day where you basically didn't do anything the entire day and you just felt paralyzed and demotivated and you couldn't do it. And that's okay. Well, what do you mean? I have to be able to... No, you don't. Who decided that you had to be productive? Society. It's just something you picked up from everybody else. Do you want to be productive? That's a much more productive question. Do you want to be productive? I'm going to answer for you. The answer is hell yes. I know you want to be productive because you want the things you want. And you know that productivity is the thing that's standing in between everything that you want. Productivity is the skill of getting what you want. But we already talked about this. You already want what you want. And when you want something, you do it and you go after it. So really the problem is that you want to be a good person and that's getting in the way. If you can accept, wow, I kind of suck. I sat on the couch and I ate a whole tub of ice cream and I was supposed to be doing my taxes and they're still late. And then just genuinely recognize that like you have cognitive dissonance And there really is a part of you that wanted to do that instead. That it was like, yeah, no, this is just a much better thing to be doing. And you try to like distance yourself from it. No, no, that's not me. I can't be like that. It's impossible. You are. That's you. You just put so much distance between it and so many layers that you don't see it as that. And that version of you is trying to protect itself. And it's ironic because the layers between are what's protecting it. If you actually realize that this is you, then you realize, oh yeah, I did that. And I didn't really want to. And I kind of wish I just did my taxes. And then the next time it happens, you think about that and it's like, what do I really want? Well, I want my life to be easier. I'm going to go do the thing that makes my life easier. Long term, not short term, guys. You don't need to lay off the ice cream. I see you. Put it down. I'm getting a vision. I see you thinking about buying the frozen yogurt instead. You bought the ice cream. Put it down. I'm talking to the future you. Put it down. The timeline doesn't have to go like this. I'm sorry. You bought it. You wouldn't listen to me. No, but seriously, you already want what you want. Your ego is stopping you from actually getting what you want, which is ironic because your ego thinks that it's the part of you that chases after what you want. But the reality is that everything is extremely simple. You suck, and your ego just gets in the way. When you realize that everything is simple, productivity is you doing the one thing every single day that's going to move you forward the most. That's it. And you don't need to be doing like this insane amount of crazy, super high, ultra deep work. I mean, that's great if you can do that. I love having an athlete mindset. I preach having an athlete mindset. But productivity is a minimum viable thing. You have to have that minimum viable product is king mindset. You need to do like the minimum dose to get the maximum effect. It's just like working out. You don't just like spam the gym and like fatigue all of your muscles and like break them down and just like don't stop. And it's like, what are you doing? You do the minimum amount required to get the maximum return. That's productivity. Sometimes it looks like cleaning your room. Sometimes it looks like taking a freaking shower. It's been 3 days. It's been 3 days since your last shower. But guess what? It's fine. Is it really a problem? I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's been 4 for me. Don't judge me. We take ourselves too seriously. And that is why you suck at productivity. If you accept that you suck and you surrender to the fact that you actually don't want to suck and you surrender to what you actually want to do, you grow. But right now you're doing this like battle in this fight and you're like trying to battle against the productivity. It's like, I got all these tasks. I'm going to like rip and tear. And it's like, no, bro, your dopamine receptors are fried. There are days when you just want to lay on the freaking couch and eat your ice cream. And that's fine. You have a goddamn disability. It's not a big deal. Just get up when you want to get up. Lay down when you want to lay down. Just do what you want to do. If you do what you want to do, you're going to get what you want to get. You need to not be so fragmented internally. You're not broken. You just don't like yourself. But you got to like yourself because nobody's going to do this for you. And I tell you what, gosh darn it, I love everybody with ADHD. You're all freaking beautiful. So quit beating yourself up. Do that thing you've been putting off. And eat the frickin' ice cream at your desk if you have to. If that's what it takes, that's okay. You gotta stop hating on yourself. You gotta accept yourself. You trying to puff up and be bigger and better and badder and more productive than you actually are is hurting you. All this trying and this internal effort, it's hurting you. And there's something I want you to realize. And this is going to apply whether you're religious or spiritual or not, but to me, this gives me faith. So the fact of the matter is that there is no such thing as free will. It's not real. It's fake. It doesn't exist. Everything is a chain of causality. There's always a cause and then an effect and then a cause and then an effect. So you are actually just the result of all the effects before you. You're not as special and self-made as you think you are. Doesn't mean you're not special. Doesn't mean you're not beautiful. This is what created you. What this means is that you were already predestined to exist from the very first moment that everything began. It means that God loves you. And I know you see patterns. I know that you've seen people who are basically just confident and don't really worry about things, but who aren't fools, and you've seen them succeed. Why does this happen? This happens because they have faith. Because the reality is humans suck and God is awesome. God is the source of everything. God is the source of your productivity. Nothing would happen without God. God is life and life is flow. And so, of course, it makes sense that vitality and life and flow, the things that destroy entropy, the things that build, think of ants, think of beavers, think of you, a human being, this special kind of being that's sort of like an ambassador for life on earth, a sort of intersection between heaven and earth, between the realm of information and spirit, and the realm of dirt. Like, that's the thing. You're special, you're beautiful, but you're dirt. You're both. And once the dirt part of you stops trying to protect itself and feel so special, then the spirit part of you just flows. Then you're okay. Then you're safe. It's not even then you're safe. You're already safe. You just don't realize it. You think there's a problem. You think you're in danger. And so you're trying to cover up and protect yourself. It's exactly like in the Garden of Eden when you see Adam and Eve, they cover up with the fig leaves. And God's like, what the heck are you doing? That's stupid. I see you. You don't think I know? God knows your heart. He knows everything you want to do. And He made everything happen exactly the way that it was supposed to happen to bring you to this point where you're watching this video and your life is changing because He loves you and He needed you to go through all of that. And you'll understand someday. Hell, you can ask Him. He'll probably tell you. Matter of fact, I know He'll tell you. I am very, very hard pressed to think of a time when I asked God a question and He did not tell me eventually. He loves sharing these things with you. He wants you to know your purpose. He wants you to learn how to grow and how to help other people. He actually does want you to suffer a little bit. You're afraid of suffering, but suffering is not actually a bad thing. It's like the best thing ever. It's where like most of the value in life comes from. And you'll find, you already know it. You know it. You've experienced it. You have this sort of internal nexus that this sort of thing in you that opens up when you've just given up, when you just got nothing left. You can feel it. It flows out of you. It's almost like your being is back and you're alive. And it's typically when you're very sad and it feels like catharsis. It's like I failed. Oh my gosh, I'm a dirty pig. I can't do anything right. I suck. And then you might fly off the handle, but you feel it in that moment. There's power there. So what if you trusted God and then opened up? God is so much stronger than you. Don't try to do it. You are dirt. You get in the way of everything you try to do. You're getting in His way. Get out of His way. Just literally just ask Him to do it all for you. And then He'll move you around and like stuff will happen, but just keep asking Him to literally just do it all for you. Because what else are you going to do? You can't do anything. All of your power comes from Him. Everything that comes in your way in this entire life, it's all from God. If you really believe this, your anxiety is just going to disappear. You're like, what the hell was I ever worrying about? I literally don't have control. If you don't have control, you can just give up. And then watch. Literally watch yourself win the moment you give up. It's going to feel shaky and unsteady and, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What am I going to... And then you're going to win. You're like, oh, that was way easier than I was making it. Yeah, because you're getting in your own way. You just need to surrender. You just need to flow. You need to let what's in you flow out of you. And it's going to feel uncomfortable at first, but you just keep praying. Just keep praying, baby. Keep saying, God, this is weird. I don't know what's going on. This Flowforge guy, he's talking crazy. It's not adding up. How do I do this? Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to do it. It's not for you to figure out. God already figured it out for you. Just keep asking Him questions and think about them. Or don't. It literally doesn't matter what you do. You already won. If you trust God, you already won. And this is the last thing I'm going to leave you with. The reality is that the times when you do feel powerful, they also come from surrender. They come from when you have something that wells up inside of you, this strength, this desire, this fire, that comes from surrender. If you try to get in the way of that and interrupt it, and if you try when that's happening, you flop. And you just like bottle it up. And this is actually where a lot of your anxiety comes from, is you don't do the things that you want to do. You try to stop yourself from doing the things you want to do because you're such a good person. You're such a good person. You have to protect yourself. Oh, I would never do it like that. That's silly. That's foolish. That's like, just go be a fool and fail and find out and learn. Go experiment. Go frickin' break a leg. Oh, that really hurt. Oh. Oh, I'm fine. It just hurt for a few days. I ate more ice cream. I haven't showered. Okay, I feel like showering now. Ice cream in the shower. I think that's a strat. But I also think that's a wrap. This message has been brought to you by the Word of God. This is what the Bible teaches. On behalf of Christians who don't live this and have hurt you, I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive us like we were supposed to forgive you. Subscribe if you want more of this stuff. Pray for me. Comment whatever crazy runaway thoughts you're having right now in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear your schizo theories. We'd love to hear just you, man. Just want to hear you. You're valuable. I love ADHD so much. Y'all have a good night. Peace.